Okay folks, this video or series of videos is going to be about trying to save the old Lovins Grocery Store. Back in the day, long before social media, um, you would reunite with people by seeing them at the old country grocery store, post office, what have you, in town. This particular grocery store is an old, like I said, country grocery store, which is probably, good grief, 20 or 30 miles from the nearest actual town. So folks like us, when we were growing up, and my wife and different folks around here, their families, we depended on these local groceries or grocery stores for various supplies. I mean, they would have everything from food to nail clippers to light bulbs. I mean, it was basically a very tiny Walmart. So this one is collapsing. We're going to try to save it without getting killed, and when you see part of what's going on, you might understand. So stay with me. This is part one. There's going to be several parts to this at this point. I don't know how many. So stay tuned. This is the old Lovins Grocery Store. We're trying to save it. It was the cornerstone of the community, as I said before, and I'll show you what we're attempting to do here. Basically, the ground up there is pushing the entire store in this direction via the floor joists, and I'll show you that. You can see the cracks in the block. And yeah, this is a little dangerous. That's why we got it propped up here. We're attempting to brace it. 16-foot 4x4s. Steel drove in the ground. Then we have secondary braces. I'll show you where this is cracked. On this side. Yeah, I mean, it's possible this thing could come down at any time, but not to be overly dramatic, but it is dangerous work. I don't know if you can tell from this angle. That beam, which is 5 2x12s sandwiched together, is bending. And it's the same thing over there. And in here, our plan is to brace this 10-foot 4x4s. We're going to pour some concrete pads in here, put some steel in them to anchor. You can see what's going on from in here. Like I said, the ground out there is pushing this wall in. And the bow in this wall is pretty much identical to the one out there because the floor joists are pushing that wall that way. So we're going to brace this wall, brace that beam, get some floor jacks in here, try to start pushing this thing slowly back that way. First we have to get the neighbor with the backhoe up here, and he's going to take all this dirt out at least 8 feet down here. Then we're going to try to push it out that way. See if the blocks will settle back down. We're not sure if we can save this outside wall, but we're going to try. If we can't, push it back we'll probably just have to cut the block out and frame it up and put metal on it or something. We're in the wait and see mode because honestly I've never done this. I mean, we're working on something like this down at my youngest boy's house, or guest house in Winchester, but like I said, his wall ain't quite this tall, but pretty much the same thing. My first experience with trying to do anything like this, so we'll see how it turns out. I'll try to show y'all some shots of the inside of this door, but yeah, we'd like to save this. We'll see how it goes. Stay tuned. Okay, there's two of my co-workers, Chuck in the green, Trevor in the black. We'll dump a little crete in there. Y'all can see what's going on here.
Here.
You about got it. Alright. Man, it's going to take what? 3 or 4 more bags for that?
I'd say close to probably 3. Roughly.
Yeah. So here y'all can see what we got going on with our steel. We got it at an angle because we're going to use it to push that wall back right there. That's the plan. We're hoping it'll work. Here they are hard at work, mixing some crete. Yeah, we have to mix this all by hand because not enough to warrant bringing a truck in here. We couldn't get a concrete truck in here anyway. Barely get my little Toyota in here. Oh yeah. We have to load this wheelbarrow light because it's 20-some years old and we don't want it to break down because it's the only one we got on the job. And we're not going to mix this stuff in buckets and pack it in. Okay, so we run out of concrete. We refer to that as the gas hole. I will explain that later. But we got 4 of them poured. They look pretty good. So what do you guys think? All right, me too.
That was 30.